It just hurts so bad. I mean, my back just hurts so bad. Anyway, now that we've opened the door and we made it to the door, back again, we are now in the final room of the dungeon, final hidden room. So, beware of the air vents. They will shove you off of the platform, so be careful and just take your time here. You don't want to rush this place because you can easily die. Alright, let's get rid of these arachas. Alright, let's make our way over. Oh, dang it. Well, I didn't even take my own advice, so as you can clearly see, take your time. Alright. Alright, now we can leap quickly, quickly, quickly. Alright. Alright, we made it. Alright, good. So there's electro keys. Wait for them. Alright, good. Alright, so in this area what we need to do is we need to pull out the bombs and create platforms for ourselves. So basically do everything that you've been doing thus far in the dungeon. It's not that hard to figure out. No, I don't want the gust bells, I want my bombs. Give me the bombs. What? That was clearly in there. Alright, let's grab this green rupee while we're waiting for that to blow up. Alright. Let's align ourselves and make a leap of faith. Oh, and there's an amber relic. Yeah, there are quite a few amber relics in this place, so... Alright, so now we want the gust bellows. And let's uncover this time shift stone. And an araca. Die, araca! Alright. Oh man, I love that transition into the future, like into the past music. Oh man, I just can't get over that fact. I just love it so much. It's awesome. Anyway, now that we're in the past, this ladder here, it's a shortcut back down to the door that we just came through. But we don't need to actually go there, so let's wait for this Beamos to turn his head around. What we need to do is we need to actually make our way to the other end of this room, so we can go pick up the puzzle key, or the boss key, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so wait for these stones to move. Make sure you don't run off the edge. Yeah, you do have to go on an angle, but it's basic physics stuff, so... let's pull on the switch, and this will bring the propeller platform to us. Yes, we're not done with these platform puzzles yet. We're only scratching the surface of it now. Actually, we're getting pretty deep in the puzzles, so we're not really scratching the surface. We're more just getting near the end. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of this dungeon. I don't know how many parts I'm going to split this off into, but it seems like I'm already 40 minutes in. It's pretty good for this dungeon especially. Anyway, let's get rid of this Centrobe. It's going to cause problems for us if we don't. Alright, here come the mini Centrobes. Or the Centrobe drones. I think that's what they're called. They're called drones. If you don't actually destroy them in time, they will explode and cause damage, like a bomb. So, make sure you do defeat them. And I just lost all those rubies! Yay! Now my rupee wallet's large enough as it is, so I'm okay with that. Alright, so... this is a little bit more of an involved puzzle. Alright, so we have 2, 3, 1, going from left to right. Alright, so what we need to do now is we need to use our gust bellows to carry this platform back to that ridge over there, so just make sure you don't run off the edge while you're doing this. Make sure you have a good angle on it. Alright, so let's get on this platform. I don't know if you can actually jump to that stationary platform, but I would just move the gust bellows. I mean, move the platform with the gust bellows just to make sure you don't fall off. Alright, we gotta get on this side. There we go. Yeah, these horseshoe magnet things, that's exactly what they look like. They look like horseshoe magnets, and I don't know how many of you guys have played Okamiden, but one of the brush moves that you can learn is magnetism, and they look exactly like a blue or a red horseshoe magnet. So, first time I saw this in the game, I was like, magnetic puzzles? Very interesting, and then my hopes and dreams were crushed by the fact that I had to use the gust bellows. But it's a cool mechanic, but I don't know why it looks like a magnet rather than like a actual propeller would. Anyway, so we've uncovered a switch, and if you couldn't figure out already, the rest of the 2 platforms, they will reveal 2 more switches, so What I like to do is I like to push the platform all the way to the end, and then from here we can toss a bomb into this one. And then relatively easy, we can just blah blah, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. We can just get over here onto this platform and just throw a bomb in there. Just saves us some time than having to continually pull out our Gust Bellows and then to switch to the bombs. So glad it's not like an Ocarina of Time menu item select screen. Man, that takes forever. So glad they addressed that problem in Ocarina of Time 3D. Well, anyway, if you couldn't remember, the puzzle over here says 2, 3, 1, so we need to hit this one first, because it lines up with the symbol that says 1. Now we need to hit this far right. Yep, so that was 1, 2, and 3, alright. So this one we hit second, and third. And for correctly doing this, we open the room to the boss key. Alright, we need the Gust Bellows. Overall, a great dungeon. Nintendo really did well with this dungeon, so I'm really glad that... I'm really happy with this game. Alright, so, in here what you want to do, there are 2 Armos. I personally like to stick to the far end of the room so I don't activate both Armos at the same time. So just slowly take care of both Armos, one at a time. If you try to take care of them both, then it'll be really difficult, so... Alright, 1 Armos done. 2nd Armos nearly defeated. Make sure that once you destroy 1 crystal, they will charge at you, so make sure you have your Gust Bellows ready to deactivate them again. Alright, so this one's gonna charge me. Yeah, they're right there. They only do 1 hop to charge at you, so you can easily backflip out of it. Alright, so that's both Armos. And now we have access to the puzzle key. Just take your time with the Armos, don't be freaked out by them. It's more of just getting with a rhythm and how to defeat them rather than trying to figure it out. Anyway, we got the Ancient Circuit. A strange circuit indeed. I wonder if it's an alternating current circuit. Oh boy, don't you just love physics and electricity? Anyway, we want to head down this ladder. And over here, there's going to be another Beamos trying to get a sneak attack on me, but it won't work, because I'm smarter than that. Alright. Only a blue rupee? Come on. Alright, so we have 1 last conveyor belt that we need to run across, so... you definitely need to be careful here, because if you do happen to run out of stamina, or you start running while the gust of air is blowing, you will be pushed off, so... try to time this right when the stamina fruit comes along. And just make it. You'll be fine. If that one starts to blow, just slow down a bit. You don't have to actually run. Just jog at a normal pace. Alright. Okay, so this is the door that was just unlocked, so we need to head through this one. And this brings us out back to the main room. But before we continue on, we actually want to head up this ladder. There's 1 last chest in this dungeon. For some reason, it's the last one that you can get. It's not really worth it, but... I mean, it's always good to just get everything in the dungeon, so you don't really have to come back and, have to get it again. Anyway, we got a red rupee for our troubles, and this actually marks the last treasure in the entire dungeon. Also, for some reason, they provide a little shortcut for you back to the bird statue, or back to the beginning of this room, once you move that block, but I don't know why they do that, since we're basically at the end of the dungeon, and there's 2 bird statues at the end of this room. Seriously, there's really no need to provide a shortcut, unless you just really want to quit your game and then just leave, I guess. Anyway, so here's one of the bird statues, and we are about to do 1 last puzzle in this area. It's a pretty cool puzzle. It's really simple. All you need to do is first activate this minecart. And as we go along with the minecart, we need to blow this propeller platform so we stay within the time shift area. Also, these gusts of air, they will deactivate once you go into the future or into the past. And I clearly moved out of the time shift range, but it's alright, I was within reach. And once the minecart reaches over here in time, eventually, this door, the spikes will be removed from it, or the barbs, to reveal the boss room. Yeah, we're already there. Alright. So, as I said, there's one more. Oh, giant electro chew. Okay, this guy's annoying. Alright, there's one jelly blob. Oh, really? Come on. Oh, another jelly blob. Jelly blob. And like I said, here's a second bird statue. I don't know why they have two bird statues, like, literally in the same area of the room. It kind of seems useless, but oh well. I mean, if you want to save before you head off to the boss, I guess that's the reason why they have it there. Anyway. Oh yeah. Master, look at this. Yeah, we happened to not walk close to this door before we got the boss key. Generally that's what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to get close to the door, and then Fee's gonna be like, you can't open this door right now. Well, guess what? We can. Alright, let's see how easily I can do this. Yup. It's that easy. Some ancient circuit puzzle. Took me only 2 seconds. These ancient people really suck at puzzles. Yep. Alright. Let's go fight the boss. Let's see how well I can do this. I have a pretty good streak of these bosses. Let's see if I can hold up. Look left, look right. I wonder what it is. It's the demo boss that they shafted from the forest and put into the sand desert dungeon. Welcome to the third boss battle, the 1000-year arachnid, Moldarak. Alright, so target lock, Moldarak. Moldarak, an arachna that has survived its very lengthy larval stage is known as a 1000-year arachnid. Yes, so those very annoying arachnas throughout the rest of the dungeon turn into these giant arachnids, like Moldarak, after 1,000 years. Alright, so what you need to do is first strike your sword in the direction of the claws to get rid of them. Each claw basically takes like 4 or 5 hits. When the eye turns red, that means it's going to attack, so just leap out of the way, do a backflip, do a sidestep, just get out of the way. Oh man, I didn't have... Well, if you get caught, just shake your Wii Remote and nunchuck. I believe the smaller claw is a little bit harder to take care of than the larger one because it requires a little more precision. I think one more hit should do on this one. Yep. And we also get some really cool boss music. There are only a couple bosses that use this boss battle music. Some of them use a different one, but I personally like this version of the boss battle music compared to the other ones. Alright, so yeah, this one is a little more lenient with how, or like where you strike your sword. It has a little bit more room for your sword to go through, so I personally like to do the smaller claw first. Well, he can also attack with his tail, as you can clearly see, just use a backflip to get out of the way, like so. But there's a pretty big range on that one, so I'll just be careful. Alright, so... Oh, come on. Really? Really? Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now once you destroyed both claws, we are going into the second stage. So now we have to get out the gust bellows and blow on the sand. You can find Moldarak where there's a lump in the ground. And once you reveal him, he will do a charge attack, so I just suggest that you do a couple backflips out of the way. And then you need to thrust your sword at his eye. This can be a little bit difficult because the thrust mechanic, like I've stated numerous times before, is hard enough as it is. But you should only take a couple of hits to get out of the way. Wow, that was awesome. Alright, come on. Come on! And that is the end of Moldarak. Yeah, I barely just got through talking about the strategy to defeat this guy. And I defeated him, yay! The streak still goes on! And of course, for defeating the boss, we get another heart container that magically appears out of nowhere. Maybe just the pure evil that was the boss. Once it leaves, and we just get pure good. I don't know. And then Link's like, alright. Just want to mention one thing here. This area, once the sand goes down, it looks like a train yard. Like a little junction area for a train to go through. I don't know if this has any connection to Spirit Tracks or not, but well, that's just my thought process. Anyway, now that we got the heart container, yeah, look at this place. It looks like the thing from Spirit Tracks in the Spirit Temple. Anyway, large room. And large Hyrulean door. Or Helian door, whatever you want to call it.